Hey everyone, welcome to Nashville Spotlight.
This is a very special Nashville Spotlight because we're celebrating our 200th show.
That's 200 shows, each filled with talent from all over the United States.
Over the years, we have seen so many great performers. Thank you for coming on our show because we couldn't have our show without the talent that you each bring. We also send a sincere thank you to every person who works behind the scenes to make the shows come alive. We couldn't do it without each and every one of you.
But there is one other person who does so much and asks for so little in return, and this is our producer, Mike Jennings.
We thank you, Mike, so much. You're the brains, the powerhouse, and the heart behind every one of these 200 shows. It's because of you that you do what you do that we can do what we love.
Mike not only produces the Nashville Spotlight, but he also produces Music City Gospel Review. He has been recognized with 3 awards with NACMA for promoting young talent, and he was just recently awarded the CCM Fan Award for the Best Producer of a Gospel Show. When Mike is not in the studio, he spends his time looking for new talent, and he actively supports all of the young performers in their individual careers. He expects the best from us, and he gives it back to us in return. Mike, we know that you have to get back to the production booth if we're going to get this show on TV, but from all of us, we just want to say,
Happy 200!
I am 13-year-old Allison Ray, and I'm from Franklin, Tennessee. And even though I've been performing since I was 7, Mike found me a few years ago on YouTube, and he invited me to be on his show. The doors that have opened for me wouldn't have been possible without his opportunities.
And I agree with you, Allison. I actually found Mike, one of my friends, Juhi, I'm sure you've met her. She's been on the show before, and she's the one that told me about Nashville Spotlight. So I messaged him, and I've been here for 3.5 years. And I just had my 50th show last taping.
Ansley, why don't you go ahead and you open this special show by singing Georgia Rain.
Barefoot in the bed of your truck, on a blanket looking up, half the moon peeking down on us from underneath the clouds. Teenage kids singing out again, heard the thunder rolling in. We were falling the moment when it all came pouring down. The Georgia rain on the Jasper County plain couldn't wash away what I felt for you that day. Just you and me down that old dirt road, nothing in our way except for the Georgia rain. Cotton fields, remember when flash of lightning drove us in. We were so down to the skin by the time we climbed inside. And I don't remember what was pounding more, heart in my chest through the hood of that Ford, as the sky fell in the storm clouds poured, worlds away outside. The Georgia rain on the Jasper County plain couldn't wash away what I felt for you that day. Just you and me down that old dirt road, no one saw me except for Georgia rain. Swing doors swinging in the wind, same old house I grew up in. Can't believe I'm back again. after all these years away. You fixed your daddy's house up nice. I saw it yesterday when I drove by. Looks like you've made yourself a real good life. What else can I say? The Georgia rain on the Jasper County plain couldn't wash away the way I love you till this day. Old dirt roads paved over now, nothing is the same except for the Georgia rain.
Ansley, that sounded so good. I always love to hear you sing.
Well, thank you so much, Allison. I always look forward to singing on Nashville Spotlight. And it looks like our next performer is one of our MCs and a regular performer for over 2 years now, Jordan Faith. Jordan, tell our audience a little bit about your experience here on Nashville Spotlight.
Well, as you said, I started on the show about 2 years ago. Mike actually found me on YouTube as well as Allison. And it's just been a really great experience. Everybody's been so nice. We're kind of like a big family. So I just want to thank Mr. Mike for just putting up with all of us and just creating such a wonderful show for 200 shows.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here is the co-president of our club NS Live, 16-year-old Jordan Faith singing The Way I Am.
If you were falling, then I would catch you. You need a light, I'll find a match, 'cause I love the way you say good morning, and you take me the way I am. If you are chilly, here, take my sweater. Your head is aching, I'll make it better, 'cause I love the way you call me baby, and you take me the way I am. I'd buy a road game when you start losing all your hair, so on patches to all you tear, 'cause I love you more than I could promise, and you take me the way I am, and you take me the way I am, you take me the way I am.
Didn't Jordan just sound great on that song?
She really did, as always, and now we've been joined by our friend and our fellow MC, Mo Hoffmeyer. So, Mo, there are thousands of young performers out there who watch our show, so why don't you go ahead and tell them your experience on Nashville Spotlight and what it's done for you.
Well, I never would have thought I would have been here today, and honestly, it's just done so much. I'm in front of a camera, and I love it. And it's just made me so much more comfortable with who I am and with what I do, and it's just wonderful. And Mike doesn't want any more thank yous, so shame on you, Mike.
Well, I agree with you, Mo. Why don't you sing our next song? How about Fancy?
I remember it all very well, back in the summer I turned 18. Lived in a rundown one-room shack on the outskirts of New Orleans. Didn't have money for food or rent, to say the least we were hard-pressed. Mama spent every last penny we had to buy me a dancing dress. Then she washed and combed and curled my hair, and then she painted my eyes and lips. She stepped into a satin dancing dress with a spoon beside clean up. there was a woman wearing half-grown boots. Said, here's your one chance, Clancy, don't let me down. Here's your one chance, Clancy, don't let me down. Mama took a little bit of perfume on the neck, then she kissed my cheek. And I saw the tears welling up in her troubled eyes. Had a beautiful shot, and then she looked at me and took a rapid breath. Said, your paws running off, I'm real sick, and the baby's gonna starve to death. And it made her heart shake like it said, 'cause I know itself be true. And I shivered as I watched the roach crawl across the floor of my house. It sounded like somebody else who was talking, asking, Mama, what do I do? Said, just be nice to the gentleman fancy, and they'll be nice to you. One chance, Clancy, don't let me down. Here's your one chance, Clancy, don't let me down. Forgive me for what I do, but if you want out, well, it's up to you. Now don't let me down now, your mama's gonna move me up now. That was the last time I saw my mom, and I left that rickety shack. Welfare people came and took the baby, Mama died and I ain't been back. But the wheels of fate had started to turn, and for me there was no way out. It wasn't very long till I knew exactly what my mom had been talking about. I knew what I had to do, so I made myself this solemn vow. I was gonna be a lady someday, though I didn't know how. But I couldn't see spending the rest of my life with my head hung down in shame. No, I might have been born just plain white trash, but fancy wasn't my name. And here's your one chance, Clancy, don't let me down. Here's your one chance, Clancy, don't let me down. Wasn't long after a benevolent man took me in off the streets. 1 week later I was pouring his tea in a 5-room hotel suite. Yes, you were. I charmed the king, a congressman, and the occasional aristocrat. I got me a Georgia mansion in an elegant New York town. Turning me out, no matter how bad. I can still hear the desperation in my poor mama's voice in my ear. Said, here's your one chance, Clancy, don't let me down. Here's your one chance, Clancy, don't let me down. Forgive me for what I do, but if you want out, well, it's up to you. Now don't let me down now, your mama's gonna move me up down. I guess you.
It is always great having Mo here because she's so funny. Anna Kate is joining us now. You know, you're the youngest MC on Nashville Spotlight. Tell our viewers how you came to join us all the way from Iuka, Mississippi.
Well, it was my first time in Nashville, and I went over to the Nashville Palace to sing, and Mr. Mike got me on the show, and that's how I'm here right now.
Even though you've only been an MC for a few months, I really enjoyed getting to know you. So why don't you go ahead and sing Crazy for us, because I always love watching you perform that song.
Crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy for feeling
is amazing, and she's only 12 years old. Well, now we are joined by a regular, Jordan Mackey, and she lost her voice. So instead of singing today, she's just going to give you a preview of what she sounded like. Well, Jordan, how did you learn about Nashville Spotlight?
Well, I actually was singing at the Nashville Palace, and Mr. Mike was like the person that put the showcases together, and he just pulled me aside and he was like, "Would you like to be on my show?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll do it." And I've just been doing it ever since, and I just love it, and I just meet so many great people, and they're so talented, and yeah, you can just make a lot of great friends here. So, and I fit in, so.
Well, we're now going to be entertained by Jordan Faith, and she's going to be singing Everybody.
We are falling down again tonight. In this world, it's hard to get it right. Trying to make your heart fit like a glove. What it needs is a love, love, love. Everybody wants to love. Everybody wants to be loved. Oh, 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 oh. Everybody wants to love. Everybody wants to be loved. Oh, 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 oh. Happy is the heart that still feels pain. Darkness drains and light will come again. Swing open your chest and let it in. Just let the love, love, love begin. Everybody wants to love. Everybody wants to be loved. Oh, 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 oh. Everybody wants to love. Everybody wants to be loved. Oh, 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 oh. Everybody wants to love. Everybody holds the love. Everybody holds the love. Everybody feels the love. Everybody steals the love. Everybody heals with love. Just let the love, love, love begin. Everybody wants to love. Everybody wants to be loved. Oh, 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 oh. Everybody wants to love. Everybody wants to be loved. Oh, 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 oh. Everybody wants to love. Everybody wants to be loved. Oh, 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 oh. Everybody wants to love. Everybody wants to be loved. Oh, 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 oh. Everybody knows the love. Everybody folds the love. Everybody holds the love. Everybody feels the love. Everybody steals the love. Everybody heals with love. Just let the love, love, love begin.
She has such great taste in good music. Sharing the spotlight with us now is one of my friends and another longtime MC, Lauren Tidwell. Hey, Lauren. Lauren, today is a special celebration. Can you tell us what it's meant to have you be involved in the Nashville Spotlight?
Well, Mike found me when I was a freshman in high school, and I'm now a freshman in college. So I've been here for quite a while, and it means a lot to me, and we're all a big family, and I just love it so much. So I'm just glad to get the opportunity to be a part of it.
Lauren, I really look up to you as a role model, so can you go ahead and sing Stand By Your Man for our viewers today?
I would love to. Mike, this is for you. Thanks for everything you have done for me and all the other performers.
Sometimes it's hard to be a woman, giving all your love to just one man. understand. And if you love him, oh, be proud of him, 'cause after all, he's just a man. Stand by your man, give him two words to cling to, and something warm to come to when nights are cold and lonely. Stand by your man and show the world you love him. Keep giving all the love you can. Stand by your man. Stand by your man and show the world you love him. Keep giving all the love you can. Stand by your man.
Once again, I'm just amazed by her voice.
I know, she always wows me every time she sings. Well, Ansley, it looks like we only have time for one more, so why don't you go ahead and close the show. Here is 16-year-old Ansley Lake singing Maybe He'll Notice Her Now.
She wrote, I feel just like a painting, collecting dust on the wall. And every day you walk right by me and don't know that I'm there at all. And I can think of one single reason why I should be hanging around. She signed it, I hope that you'll miss me. And then she drove herself out of town. Maybe he'll notice her now. Maybe he'll love in his eyes. Sometimes it takes somebody leaving for a man to realize. Maybe he'll tell her she's the only thing that he can live without. Now that she's gone, maybe he'll notice her now. When he came home late that evening, he called her name down the hall, and then he saw the outline of the painting that used to hang there on the wall. And in its place on the nail was a letter, and he read it out loud to himself. And the loneliness began to take over, and for once he knew just how she felt. Maybe he'll notice her now. Maybe he'll open his eyes. Sometimes it takes somebody leaving for a man to realize. Maybe he'll tell her she's the only thing that he can't live without.
Before we go, I want to thank the audience for tuning into our 200th show. And most importantly, we send all of our love and thanks to our producer, Mike Jennings.
Here's to 200 more.